You ready to go to work today, Willow? Hey, I'm Jeff, and this is how I mentor. So I work with people who are navigating life transitions, changes in living situations or shifts in responsibilities, maybe relationship issues or struggles with independence. My primary focus has been adults with mild developmental disabilities, but really the issues that we cover and explore and expand upon and nurture are human scenarios that we all relate to and go through regardless of our ability level. This work isn't about fixing people. It's about helping people see their situation more clearly and honestly. And then that clarity informs intention, and the intention leads to ownership, which is really our big objective here. We want the individual to own the decisions they're making and understand how they got there. So, how do we get there? Personally, I don't necessarily give advice. That's not the reason I'm here. But if I ever do, I always acknowledge that this is an opinion, and I usually wait until we have a pretty good relationship before I even do that. So my guiding light is just to stay present and attentive and observe, listen, watch for patterns, see what the people are sharing and whether that lines up with their intentions, stated intentions, or how things are maybe misaligned. And I'm just observing, watching, and being present. As we get to know each other, we will work on habits and motivations. What's working, what isn't working, what things are repeating or never manifesting. And by example and conversation, that attention and ownership to motives and habits will begin to change. And as somebody is learning these lessons for themselves, integrating these lessons for themselves, I try not to interfere. Sometimes I'll even allow small mistakes to happen, mistakes of, not major consequence, but some consequence. And these natural lessons are way more effective than anything that I can say or preach or, try to contain. And I'm always mindful of people's limitations or abilities, and I don't put anybody in any kind of danger. But these little natural consequences resonate a lot deeper than anything you or I could say to these folks. And again, this creates ownership. That's what we're looking for. This is your life. These are your decisions. These are the consequences of your behavior. And you can take charge of this dynamic, this scenario, and have better results. So there's different ways to get there with people. The way I do it is rapport, trust, and influence. So when I first meet people, I want to develop a rapport. I don't want to come in with a lot of suggestions. I don't want to, make someone feel like I'm going to change their life or dictate how they should be or micromanage their situation. People don't want that, at least in my experience. And at least the people I work with don't want that. So we'll take as much time as we need to develop some rapport. And once that rapport is established, they'll start trusting me. Or if you're a mentor, they'll start trusting you. And once we have some trust going, then we can influence the decisions that are being made. And when we're at the point of really influencing somebody, they are starting to take the reins and they recognize that these decisions are theirs and these consequences are theirs. But they know that somebody is supporting them in the background. And they've identified their motives and their needs and their wants and how to get there. And then if I am seeing them and their process, witnessing their process, giving positive feedback, not mandates or micro directions, but honest observations based on, good rapport and trust, then the individual feels seen and they know that the next step belongs to them. So there's more to cover. So come back, follow along, join the mailing list. I have free resources, I have additional resources. My goal here is to build community. So thanks for watching. Thanks for your time. Check back in. Appreciate y'all. Peace.